Us. Okay, so actually where in the chapter of maximum minimum, and we have solved the question number 1. I think the question number 1, isn't it? Okay, so today we'll start from question number 2. Okay, so let's start from question number 2. Question number 2-1. Okay, can you see the board properly? Yes, I think. Yes, okay. So question number 2-1 is find the maximum and minimum value, if any, of the following function. The first function is f of x is equal to mod of x plus 2 minus 1. So we have to find the maximum value or the minimum value of the function. Now question is how to find the maximum value or minimum value of the function. Now look one thing, this is the mod function. We know the value of any mod function is greater than 0. Value of any mod function is greater than 0, isn't it? So obviously x plus 2, mod of x plus 2 will be greater than 0. Tell me, is it or not? Value of any mod function is greater than 0 or not? Isn't it? Okay, so now do one thing, subtract both sides by minus 1. So mod of x plus 2 minus 1 will be greater than 0 minus 1. Means if I subtract any positive number from both the side, the sign of inequality does not change. Actually we know that. Okay, that means this is actually f of x. So f of x is greater than minus 1, or you can say greater equal to minus 1. So look, whatever the value of x, the value of f of x is greater than or equal to minus 1. So can you tell me what will be the minimum value of the function? What is the minimum value of the function? Whatever the value of x you are putting here, the value of f of x is always greater than equal to 1. So the minimum value is, therefore the minimum value is equal to minus 1. And when this minimum value occur, when this part is equal to 0, and this will occur when x plus 2 that will be equal to 0. That will imply that x equal to minus 2. So at x equal to minus 2 the minimum value occur, and the minimum value is minimum value is minus 1. Okay, now tell me one thing, have you understood or not? Otherwise we'll go to the next question. Yes, okay, very good. Now let's go to the next question. The next question is g of x is equal to minus of x plus 1 plus 3. So I'm rubbing the board. The function is g of x. G of x is equal to minus mod of x plus 1 plus 3. So we have to find the maximum value or minimum value if exist. Okay, now look, as we just told you that modulus of any function is greater than or equal to 0. So what happens if I multiply this inequality by minus 1? So by multiplying minus 1 we have mod of x plus 1 will be less equal to 0. 0 into minus 1, that is equal to 0. Okay, now add both sides by 3. So that implies minus of x plus 1 plus 3 is less equal to 0 plus 3, which means g of x, the function is g of x. So g of x is less equal to 3. So whatever the value I am putting for x, the value of the function is always less than 3. So what will be the maximum value of the function? Whatever the value for you put here instead of x, the value of the function is always less than a 3. So what will be the maximum value of the function? Yes, that is the maximum value is 3. Therefore, the maximum value is equal to 3. And when this maximum value will occur? When this part is equal to 0. And the maximum value occur when x plus 1 is equal to 0. That implies x is equal to minus 1. So at x equal to minus 1, the maximum value will occur, and the maximum value is equal to 3. Asmit, sir, which chapter? Application. Yes, I am doing the last chapter of applications, exercise number 6.5, and we are in question number 2 of question number 2 of 2. Okay, now tell me, this problem is clear to you or not? Yes, maximum minimum. We are doing maximum minimum, Smith. Okay, so let's move to the next question now. Okay, the next question is sine 2x plus 5. Okay, so next question is sine 2x plus 5. Question number 3, f of x, is it f of x? H of x, or whatever the function, h of x is equal to sine 2x plus 5. We have to find the maximum value or minimum value of the function if it exists. Now look, we know that the value of sine is always lie between plus 1 to minus 1. So we can say that as minus 1 less equal to sine 2x less equal to 1. Okay, because we know that the value of sine theta is always lie between minus 1 to plus 1. So minus 1 less equal to sine 2x less equal to plus 1. That means now if I add both sides by plus 5, means 5, we have minus 4 plus 5 less equal to sine 2x plus 5 less equal to 1 plus 5, which implies that is 1, sorry, this is 1. So that means 4 less equal to sine 2x less equal to 6. So sine 2x plus 5 less equal to 6, which implies 4 less equal to this. Look, this is actually given functions hx. So 4 less equal to h of x less equal to 6. Now look, the value of hx is always greater than or equal to 4, but less than or equal to 6. So can you tell me what is the maximum value and the minimum value of the function? What is the maximum value and the minimum value of the function? Yes, the maximum value is 6 and the minimum value is equal to 4. Very good. The maximum value is 6 and the minimum value is equal to 4. Very good. Okay, so the maximum value is equal to, maximum value is 6 and the minimum value is equal to 4. So this is the maximum and the minimum values. Okay, now the next question. The next question is question number, suppose which question will do? Suppose we are doing now question number, suppose 2.1. Find the local maximum value and the local minimum value of the following function, and find also the local minimum and local maximum value as the case may be. Okay, so question number 3 now. So okay, So okay, in question number 2 I have skipped the last two questions. Try to solve it. If you can't solve, then I will solve it in my next class. Okay. So I'm solving few questions from question number 3. So the first question is f of x is equal to x square. We have to find the local maximum value or the local minimum value of the function. So we know how to find the local maximum value and the local minimum value of the function by applying second derivative test. We'll apply the second derivative test to find the maximum value or the local minimum value of the function. So we know this procedure. The function is f of x. First we'll find the derivative of the function. Okay, so differentiate it. So differentiating with respect to x, we have f dot x is equal to 2x, and differentiate it again. Differentiating again with respect to x, so we have f double dot x is equal to 2. Okay, now we have to find the critical point of the function. Now critical point of the function are given by f dot x is equal to 0. That means f dot x is equal to 2x is equal to 0, means x is equal to 0 by 2, which is equal to 0. So 0 is the critical point of the function. Now we have to find what is the value of the double derivative at this critical point. So now calculate f double dot 0, means value of the second derivative at the critical point. So this is actually 2, because f double dot x equal to 2, a constant function. So whatever the value you are put here instead of x, the value will be always 2. So this is greater than 0. Now tell me one thing, if the value of double derivative at the critical point is greater than 0, so what happen? The function will attain a maximum value or the minimum value. Tell me that. If the f double dot x is very good, minimum value, so so the function has a minimum value at x is equal to 0. Okay, so at x equal to 0 the function has a minimum value. And what is the minimum value? And the minimum value is put x equal to 0 in the given equation. Now the minimum value is f of 0, which is equal to 0 square, that is 0. So 0 is the minimum value of the function. Okay, tell me, have you understood or not? Have you understood or not? Tell me that. Yes. Okay, so I am skipping one more question number 2, and we'll solve the question number 3. Okay, I'm skipping one question for you and I'm doing one question here. Okay, so the next question is h of x is equal to sin x plus cos x. Number 3, h of x is equal to sin x plus cos x, and one restriction is given here: 0 less equal to x less than pi by 2. 0 less than x less than pi by 2. Okay, the process is same. Find the first time derivative and then the second time derivative of the function. Okay, so differentiating with respect to x, we have h dash x is equal to derivative of sin x means cos x, and derivative of cos x means minus sin x. Okay, now again differentiate g dot x. So differentiating again with respect to x, so we have h double dot x is equal to derivative of cos x, which is minus sin x, and derivative of minus sin x, which is actually cos x. Okay, now we have to find the critical point of the function. Now we know that the critical points are given by h dash x is equal to 0, isn't it? Equating first time derivative with 0, we have the critical point. So so that means cos x minus sin x is equal to 0. Now from here we have to find the value of x. How we can find the value of x? So we have cos x is equal to sin x. If cos x is equal to sin x, so we can say that that can be written in the form cos pi by 2 minus x, because we know sin x equal to cos pi by 2 minus x. Okay, that means x is equal to pi by 2 minus x. So 2x is equal to pi by 2 and x is equal to pi by 4. So pi by 4 is the critical point of the function. Now we have to find the value of the second order derivative at x equal to pi by 4. Okay, so now if double dot x at x is equal to pi by 2 pi by 4, sorry, pi by 4. So find the value of f double dot x at x equal to pi by 4. Now look, the value of f double dot x is minus sin x minus cos x. So put it minus sin pi by 4 minus cos pi by 4. Now what is the value of sin pi by 4? We know that the value of sin pi by 4 is 1 by root 2 and value of cos pi by 4 is also 1 by root 2. So this is minus 1 by root 2 plus minus again 1 by root 2. So this is minus 2 by root 2, which is equal to minus root 2. So look, the value of second order derivative at x equal to pi by 4 is less than 0, is less than 0. So what we can say? We say that the given function has a maximum value, because it is less than 0. The given function has a maximum value at x is equal to pi by 4. And what is the maximum value? We have to put x equal to pi by 4 in the given equation. The maximum value will be h of pi by 4, which is equal to sin pi by 4 plus cos pi by 4. It will be actually, I think, root 2. 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2, 2 by root 2. So it will be root 2. Okay, so maximum value occur at the point x equal to pi by 4, and the maximum value of the function is root over 2. Completed. So tell me, have you understood? Any problem from your side? Okay, very good. So let's move to the next question. The next question is, suppose we'll do now question number 5. I'm skipping a question. Okay, so question number 5 now. After 3 we'll do question number 5, and the question I am not doing here, please try to solve it by yourself. Okay, so question number 5 is f of x is equal to x cube minus 6x square plus 9x minus plus 15. 9x plus 15. We have to find the maximum value or minimum value of the function if exists. Okay, so process is same. Fx is given, differentiate it. So differentiating with respect to x, do the differentiation. So we have f dot x is equal to derivative of x cube, that is 3x square, minus derivative of 6x square, 6 to the 12x, plus derivative of 9x, which is equal to 9, and derivative of 15 is 0. So I am not writing it here. Now find the second time derivative. So differentiating again with respect to x. So we have f double dot x is equal to 3 to the 6x minus 12. 6x minus 12. Now we have to find the critical points of the function. Now we know that the critical point of the function is given by f dash x is equal to 0. Now put the value of f dot x. So f dash x is equal to 3x square minus 12x plus 9 is equal to 0. Okay, so now do one thing, factorize this one. This is a actually quadratic equation, so try to factorize this. So if I take 3 common from here, so it will be x square minus 3 4s are 12x plus 3 is equal to 0, which implies 3 into x minus uh, 3 into, I think, x minus 1 is equal to 0. X minus 3 into x minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay, so what will be the critical point of the function? The critical point of the function will be 1 by equating x minus 3 equal to 0, and the second will be when we equate x minus 1 with 0, we have the second critical point. Okay, so from this we have x equal to 3, and from that we have x equal to 1. So in that question we have two critical points at x equal to x equal to 1 and x equal to 3. Okay, so maximum and minimum value will occur at this two critical point, because we know a theorem that maximum value or minimum value occur at the critical points of the function. So find the value of the second order derivative at this critical points. Okay, so find the value of the function, a second derivative, at x equal to 3, at x equal to 3. So we have the expression for second order derivative 6x minus 12. So that will be 6 into 3 minus 12. So 6 3s are 18 minus 12. So that is equal to 6, which is greater than 0. That means the function has a minimum value at x equal to 3. Okay, and what is the minimum value? The minimum value will be f of 3. That is equal to 3 cube minus 6 into 3 square plus 9 into 3 plus 15. Do the calculation, we will have the answer. Okay, now we have again one critical point, x equal to 1. Okay, so find the value of the second order derivative at that critical point, x equal to 1. So f double dot x at x equal to 1, this will be 6 into 1 minus 12. So 6 1s are 6 minus 12, that is minus 6, which is less than 0. That means the function has a maximum value at x equal to 1. And what is the maximum value? That put it in the given equation. So f of x at x equal to 1, that will be 1 cube minus 6 into 1 square plus 9 into 1 plus 15. This value will be the maximum value, and that will be the minimum value. If you do the calculations, then you will got the answers. Okay, so have you understood? I am not doing the calculation. I know you can do it by yourself, isn't it? Yes, sir. So today up to these questions. In next class we'll solve the remaining questions of the exercise. Oh, I think this is the last class before our puja vacation, isn't it? Yes, so happy puja to all of you. Enjoy the puja, but be careful this year. You know what's actually going on. The situation is very critical, so be safe and enjoy the puja. Okay, bye bye. Now your next class is might be physics. Okay, bye.